In this video, we're going to set up the bot to start when somebody comments on a post in your new Facebook page. So you've gone to the settings and the synchronizations, and you've gone up here to the I want to menu, created a Facebook synchronization, and then you've waited and checked that the time here has been set. So you know that it was synchronized and there's no red mark here, so there's no errors. So now that we know the synchronization is working and set up properly, we can go and set up that trigger. Let's go back to the home page. And one more click. All right, back at the home page, we're going to go to automation and triggers. Now, triggers are basically a response to something happening. For example, in this case, somebody's going to type in a comment, and we want to respond to that comment by taking some kind of action. Well, the first thing, we want to put this page into edit mode. We're going to click up here. Now that it's in edit mode, we can drag and drop these items onto the page. Now, some of these items are actions that have occurred, and some of them are our responses to those actions. So what we're going to do now is wait for a message to be received. And the message we're going to wait for is from the Facebook page that you created. And the message type is going to be a comment. We only want this to trigger when somebody types in a comment. And we don't care what post it's to. We're going to make this work with any post on this page. And the text that we want this to trigger on is BizInfo. So in summary, whenever somebody types BizInfo as a comment on the Facebook page that we created, then something's going to happen. So this is the trigger, and now we're going to configure the action. So when somebody types a comment with the word BizInfo in it on our Facebook page, any post on our Facebook page, then we want to subscribe them to a flow. So we're going to drag subscribe under here. And we'll make sure it's subscribe and not unsubscribe. And we're going to subscribe them to the business introduction. And that's going to cause them to have a messenger conversation with our bot about the business. And we're going to save this. And we're going to save this. So now we've set up our trigger. The next thing to do is to test it out. So we're going to go to our Facebook page. And we already have our test post here. And we're going to put a comment here. Now be sure when you place your comment that you're not posting as the page. So in the drop down here, you can choose who you're posting as. So you have to post as your personal account, because if you post as the page can't have a conversation with itself. So Messenger won't work in that case. You have to make sure you're posting as your personal account. All right, and now I'm just going to post BizInfo, and we'll see what happens. And here we see the bot is making its first communications here. So now we know that the bot is hooked up properly, and we can continue with this conversation here and test out the service.